that brought me alive. But we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters.
Welcome back to Master Your Ash. I'm here with the man, Ricky Rodriguez from West Tampa Cigars.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
You're
for
a busy
sure.
man.
Yeah.
I was actually trying to interview you last year, but it was just, everybody was all over the place.
Yeah,
so I'm so grateful for the opportunity to talk to you this year.
Bro. Thank you. Because again, you have one kind of opportunity to say you want to be a player.
Right.
So if we just came with a backdrop and a little 6-5 table, what is it saying about your company? So we knew that the investment would be high, but for us to get that story out was well worth every penny that we spent.
Yep.
Didn't make up, we don't care, because again, we just had one opportunity to say, this is West Tampa, this is our story, and that we're here to, play for a long run.
I think that you've already made a great first impression for what now, like the 4th or 5th time in the industry.
Yeah.
So I don't think that you ever have to worry about like making another first impression. But it's great to hear that like you take that much consideration into it, and that once again all of your baby blends over the years. This is the new one. This is your personal one, and you care that much about it.
Right.
And it makes total sense, right?
Because we don't kid ourselves. We knew that we're going to drag over some of my fan base for CAO.
Sure.
And if they're coming over from West Tampa to see if I'm going to give them my version of Flathead or Bones or Session, again, no, bro, no. General Cigar has those great blends. Support those great blends. If you want to follow my journey as a cigar maker, follow me. I'm not going to give you the same. I'm going to continue my path of learning and growing and experience new flavors, new challenges, and that's what we want to do with West Tampa. Not take the easy route. Here's my version of XYZ, it's Flathead. You know what? I've already made Flathead.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very proud, and the company CAO is still doing some great things, so thank you.
Absolutely. We were chopping it up a couple of minutes before we hit the record button, kind of talking about my experience with the initial offerings at West Tampa. I haven't tried the Attic line personally, but I did have the opportunity at an event that one of your gracious consultants put on, Taylor, who's our local rep here, to try out the white, the black, and the red. And for me, in trying the 3 blends, all at different times, but somewhere in the realm of the same, general vicinity, the white to me was just a total sleeper. It was something that on this channel we focus a lot on the pairings that we can utilize.
Okay.
So every cigar that gets reviewed, if I'm not pairing something live by the final third, because that's typically when I wait, I've developed enough flavor in the cigar. I kind of have an idea where the blend's taking me. Maybe sometimes I get surprised, but by the final third, I can give what I feel as though is the optimal recommendation based off of what I'm tasting. If I have it on hand, I'll pair it right there, let everybody know what I think. If not, then I'll just give a general recommendation based off of the, preconceived idea.
Going into West Tampa, I knew I have a fan base from CAO, and they want this, or expected this. So if you look at black, that black was made to give the fan base of Session, Bones, Flathead, another experience of a dark wrapper with these unique flavors.
Right.
But if you look at white, that blend was developed for the European palate that wanted a Cubanesque cigar from me. So a lot of people is like, okay, I'm getting this from the cigar. I didn't think it was going to be this cigar looking at the package.
Right.
Because when you smoke white, you think, oh, we're saying mild. I don't think it's a mild cigar. I think it's a complex, mild to medium body cigar, but it is something different. And then when you smoke the black, okay, that's nothing like the white. So what we did was we want to, when you smoke the white, focus on the wrapper flavor. For the black, we want to reverse that, smoke the flavors coming from the blend. Red, I want to combine the two. I want you to experience this variety of flavors and more of a kind of a a more complex flavoring notes than you get from one dimension from red or white. Focus on that style of tobacco.
There's also a lot of like beautiful bouquets and aromatics that come off of the red,
Right.
specifically. And I don't know if it's more the wrapper or more the blend, but there's a lot of complexity to it. And
Yes.
it's something that I think that even seasoned smokers are going to find something new to really enjoy with that stick. And that was one of the takeaways that I had from
Right.
it. Is there a personal pairing that you enjoy with your cigars? And it can be non-alc as well. It doesn't have to be alcohol, but like, is there a go-to outside of the traditional, coffee or maybe soda water or just regular flat water that you enjoy?
You know what? A light beer. I really, because I'm based in Florida, 9 months of the year is kind of hot and all that. So a Pilsner for me, it doesn't overpower, it doesn't dominate, it doesn't give. It just cleans my palate
Right.
enough to enjoy my cigar. So I have started to experience a little bit of the bourbon category.
That's because of Taylor, huh?
It's Taylor. It's it's just the nature of everybody's enjoying it. So
Right.
if you're enjoying it, maybe I'll enjoy it. So maybe I should. But end of the day, really, end of the day, it's a cigar, and I smoke the cigar. What am I thirsty for? Sometimes it could be a Coke. Sometimes it could be, a water. Sometimes it could be a beer, a bourbon. It's a mood. I think it's a mood. But I don't sit down with a glass of
Right.
and try to pair it.
Gotcha.
Yep. No.
Awesome. Is there anything that the audience should be on the lookout for come Q3, Q4, towards
For
the
sure.
end of the year?
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to introduce the second addict to the line. So that's going to be out in the market late September, maybe early October. And then we're going to have a 5-pack available in the market in August. We're going to do that. But we're going to take this slow. What we want to not do is just throw cigars in the market and see if it works. Take our time, build our company, build your foundation. Gives you the ability to go out there, share a cigar, and listen to your fans. What should I do next? Oh, I want this, or I'm smoking some Cameroon cigars lately. I was like, okay,
Right.
I heard Cameroon, let's do a Cameroon cigar. So your fan base will help you create the cigars for them. If you're a blender to create cigars for yourself, buy all your cigars then. We don't, so why not blend for your fan base and give them what they're screaming for? It makes your life so much easier to sell your cigar.
Well, I think that there's a reason why you've had success and pretty much the Midas touch wherever your travels have taken you. And I think that being willing to listen to feedback and also listening to yourself and following your heart as you go along this journey. We don't smoke the same cigars that we smoked 20 years ago when we first started, 10 years ago, some of us 5 or even a year ago, depending upon how long you've been smoking cigars. I know that I don't. I know that a lot of the people that I speak with, both online and in person at shops and everything else like that, they say, hey, I got turned on to this new thing, or hey, I was a smoker of this and now I really enjoy that. And it's like, our personal palates change.
For sure.
Flavors
for
change,
sure,
new tobacco
for
gets
sure.
introduced, different types, and it is truly a journey. And
It's beautiful.
yeah, it's a
I
beautiful
want
thing.
that.
You should embrace it.
Yeah.
And I think that you do one of the best jobs of it, and I'm so happy that we had the opportunity to talk.
Thank you. Because anytime you need anything from me, the answer is going to be yes. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Rick. Well, that is West Tampa. Thank you all so much. Be on the lookout for the next addict coming out this year. I think it's going to be fantastic. Welcome back to Master Your Ash. I'm here with Tamina from Rabbit Air, and we are currently sitting on what looks like a Rabbit Air filter, just like all of these right here. It's not actually a Rabbit Air filter, right?
No. But
so
it's
nice to have
very,
you.
yeah,
Thank
it's very nice to meet you too. Yeah, so I mean, PCA, it's the premier show to come to. We're always happy to be here because it's different when you're emailing, texting, calling someone face to face. That's the way to do business. So we
Right.
always enjoy coming here. My first time meeting you, Mike. So
In person, yes.
Very happy to do that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Thank you for being on the channel too. The
Very
audience
welcome.
can now associate the face to the name. I don't know if I spoke the name before, but I did say that Rabbit Air was so gracious when we did the unboxing and kind of a small tutorial about how to put together the rabbit air, because it seems like a lot at first, and I know that you have the set here to go over, but I mean, it's actually very easy, and that was part of the video.
Right,
and then my experience using it for pretty much the last year now.
Good, yeah. How have you been enjoying your air purifier?
It's fantastic. We have a lot of pets. We have a farm at home.
Okay.
So I have 2 German Shepherds that are about 95 pounds each.
Okay, they're all hair.
All hair. And it gets everywhere. They're not as bad as like the worst dog, but they're somewhere between a 7 and an 8 if we're talking about how bold and shedding they do.
Yes, yeah.
And then we have 3 cats.
Okay, yeah. So the thing about the air purifiers, I know we're at a cigar meeting, so cigar is kind of the hot topic, but I mean the uses are for pet owners, if you have allergies or asthma. So it's not just a one size fits box. A lot of allergy sufferers, whether it's seasonal or ongoing, will use the air purifiers because it has a HEPA filter, and HEPA will trap things like germs, bacteria, but also the charcoal filter. So that absorbs things like odors and toxins, VOC. So that's what makes it so beneficial to cigar users. It's because that charcoal filter, it's so absorbent, it traps so much in your air. So I think that's why it's become very popular in the cigar market.
What is it that you would like to share with the audience as far as, because I mean, I mostly smoke in the backyard, I don't use the unit out there. However, it's super convenient if I do need to take it from inside to the garage per se when it's way too hot for me to smoke outside, or if, for whatever reason, we're getting ready to do a live stream and it's raining outside or it's windy. We have a lot of wind because we live in a valley. A lot of people don't realize that with Vegas, but when you're here every day, you get a lot of wind.
You do.
It's a benefit for me to have the unit and have that versatility.
Right. And with our air purifiers, I think one of the things is that it's a solution, right? You smoke indoors. Your wife is nagging at you. She's saying, it smells, it's awful, you can't smoke indoors, but it's cold outside and you want to enjoy cigars. So, having our air purifiers, it gives you that alternative versus having to get in your car, drive to an open lounge. So it gives you that kind of added solution. And it's funny though, because I think when we were first being introduced to the cigar market, many people didn't realize, like, oh wait, you can actually not have that smoke and the haze, you can actually do something about it. So we kind of met them right at that pivotal point where they were able to smoke indoors. And our units, they're portable, so I know one of the major selling points is that they're mountable. You can mount them on your walls, but you don't have to do that. You can actually have it on a table or a stand or somewhere near you, so that it's able to trap the smoke quite quickly. And it is versatile because you can move it. As you said, it's portable. They weigh about 20-25 pounds, so hopefully not too heavy. You can just carry it from room to room.
I think that most of the people that are out there smoking cigars can probably manage it, right?
Hopefully.
You also have beautiful displays for the units as well, and a brand new one with the Lady Liberty and all of that for both the A2 and the A3 for this year.
We do, so these are limited time skins for the month of July, and so we wanted to just have something patriotic. We just wanted to have something that was new for this month, and so these are a special edition. They are limited edition, and once the month of July is done, they're not going to be here. So if you already have the unit, you can just buy the front panel, switch it out. So it's something fun to have, something different.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I believe this is the A3s.
These are the A3 filters.
Yep.
Yes.
Look familiar.
They are. So the filters themselves, I want to say, I mean, my mom could do this. It takes her 5 to 10 minutes. I think the hardest part is just, taking them out, I want to say. But they're not too difficult. These are the 4 filters that you do want to replace. They come in a filter kit. For the A3, it's $115.95. For the minus A2, which is that model there, it's $95. So that's on a yearly basis. And so, it's something that's not going to break your bank. Sometimes we see these machines and we're like, the maintenance is so high, it's so cumbersome. With these, they're really not. They fit in a box. You don't have to unscrew, take anything apart. You just pop the filters out, put the new ones in. And
they just pull the tab.
You can.
I noticed that on mine, if I pull the tab on one, I just wait for them to fall.
It's a domino.
It
is,
They just fall neatly into my hands.
Not too difficult. And the very cool thing about the A3 is you have this little tag here. It's called the NFC tag. And what it does, it actually will recognize, your machine will recognize that these are brand new filters. So with the minus A2, once you replace the filters, you do have to press the reset button.
Okay.
And so if you don't do that, it does kind of, you know, take the time frame off a bit. But for the A3, we took care of that for you. You put in the new filters, the machine recognizes that you don't have to press any reset button for that. So I think, you know, with any new model, you want to, you know, try to troubleshoot, not have to do too much extra. And so that's why with this one, we decided to put that tag there.
That's great because I noticed that on my app, you know, I can see basically the lifespan at the bottom of the filter. And that's basically what it's doing the reading off
It's
of.
counting. Yeah,
It's counting.
yeah. We just, like I said, it's all about ease of use. We want this machine to not be an added trouble to your life. A lot of people set it and forget it, and it just does the job for them.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing some time,
Thank you.
Tamina. Really appreciate having the opportunity to speak with you in person, and also to, you know, for all the wonderful support that you do for the channels.
You're very welcome.
Not just mine, but several of them out there, and just everything for the culture in general.
Oh,
you know,
you're very
Rabbit Air.
welcome. I mean, we love you guys. You guys are like the most fun, the happiest. So, you know, we're always happy to talk to everyone here.
Likewise. Welcome back to Master Your Ash. I'm your host, Michael Prisdale, and I'm here once again with Dr. Stefan Lampert from Lampert Cigars. Doctor,
Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
how are you to see you?
Good to see you. I'm doing good. How are you?
I am fantastic. We're here on day 3, I think it is now.
Yeah.
Starting to get a little hazy, but
yeah,
we're making do. Talk to me a little bit about all of the fun items that are in front of us. I'm going to do a quick overhead shot of all of it so that everybody gets a close-up, but what are we looking at here?
So this is our core line in Nicaragua, the Edición Azul, Edición Rojo, Edición Morado. So what we did, we made the travel edition. It's a nice 10-count box, travel carton box for the short Robustos. It's perfect for traveling, perfect as a gift. So we changed from a 20-count to a 10-count box. As like, you know, also for like states that have high taxes, so it's going to be like more attractive to buy for our people. What else we did? We made the ashtray, we made lighters, we made mugs. We just upgrading it, like put more swag on the market.
Absolutely. And I mean, the lighters are absolutely beautiful. Is this a collaboration with another company? Or
no
is
collaboration.
this 100% your design, your everything?
Yeah, it's like our idea was like with the lighters, it should match the boxes. So we make a blue lighter for the Azul, we make a red lighter for the Rojo, and we make a purple lighter for the Morado. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's the idea behind it, yeah.
Awesome. I had an opportunity to smoke the Morado earlier this year, and it rated very, very high for me. I think that it's delicious and such a wonderful addition to kind of round out this core line that you have here. What other ideas, cigars are kind of on the horizon for the rest of Q3 and Q4 to round out the year?
So we're just gonna roll out, we do a wider release with the Morado, we bring out the short Robusto, we bring out the Robusto, and the Toro is already in the market. It was just like a little release, but now we have more stock. We start rolling out full, and as I said, we bring out the 10-count boxes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You have a PCA exclusive as well?
Yes, we have a PCA exclusive, rolled in the Dominican Republic, 10-count bundle. It's super limited. We will send that out shortly. Yeah.
Awesome. Everything looks fantastic. I love the addition to the lineup, and then all of the cool swag for those of us that like to accessorize in our life. And absolutely nothing but success in the future, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for catching up with me for a few minutes.
Thank you.
I'll check you guys out soon. This is Dr. Stefan Lampert with Lampert Cigars. Look for the new Shorty Robustos in stores and all the fun swag that he has coming out.
Thank you, guys.